Hello, this is Solomon. We are going to be looking at a wonderful player called America. And by wonderful, I mean bad, because all he plays is Diplomats, FFA, or 1v1. So, we had a FFA game, and I beat him. He raged, so then he challenged me to a 1v1, so I was like, okay, and I decided to stick with Italy since it was US. So I readied up, then he switched to Japan and immediately started. Like, really? Japan is clearly the best nation on this map by far. Like, it's because this is an air map and you can't compete with them, and the Chiris are also very mobile. Chief Recon. I mean, Japan is just overpowered in general on this map where it's air dominated and lots of open space. Yeah, Japan's just gonna win. The only thing I could try to do is M15 rush, but there's so much space on the map that they could just make pillboxes or Hories. Or not RUSE. The little tinsel. So I mean, I just can't let them go air. So I decided to go air too. At least stop them from strafing. Secondary base. I'm trying to bait them into a battle where I play fanaticism and hopefully win. I was gonna use spy if he didn't camo, but I did end up camoing over here, which was unnecessary. Comes my secondary. Has a lot more zeros. So unfortunately, literally all my planes decide to target on one of them, and I end up 4 of my planes target 1-0 because what the fuck. So I end up losing 2 Santas return kills by having fanaticism. I lose. That's an armor base, so whatever. I was hoping I could get a strafe punish. I make this, so he can just, if he tries to attack me, I can just run around it, take shots at his air force. Out M13s. Not enough time to make M15s. I only be able to make a couple, so it doesn't really matter. And out light infantry to zone off his anti-tank and recon. Like, I just can't do anything since he can just, like, if I leave around this AA bunker, he'll just win any air fights, so I can strafe anything. Unless I use camo, so. Like, he can set up all this for free and with no pressure. So he's just always gonna get Chiris and outmaneuver me. I think it's like Sherman's or something, or Panzer IV's M15s could work. But not against Chiris. Chiris are too fast, they're 43 kilometers, while M15s are 47, M13s 43. Heavy infantry. Probably should have got these earlier, actually. I should have got the, should have gone infantry and like 2 M11s or something. Instead of going to double armor base. But yeah, now he's just sending a Chiris to my flank, and there's not really anything I can do. And I don't have the time to make a flak bunker, and it will just die anyway, since it's medium resilience. I could try to get Sparva arrows, but they're garbage fire bombers, and they're expensive, and it will take a while. I'm sorry, I teched Veltros, and I'm starting to build some of those. Maybe I could, oh, see, I couldn't make a flak bunker here since my secondary already died. And I don't micro that well. I end up losing a bunch of lanes. But I think it's over. He has a bunch of admins. The airfield's like, he's destroying all this income. If he was America, like he initially was, I'm sure I would have won, but you can tell a player is not confident when they'll only play on one map and they'll switch at the last second to the most overpowered nation in the game, which is the, by far the best nation on this map too. And any other nation fighting Japan on this map is going to be an uphill battle, a really uphill battle. Yeah, I got P108s in recon, and he saw me going around the side, so yeah, I just ended up surrendering. It's over. I was hoping to get the proto out so I get the P26 in Breda, but I just never found the money for it. Like, look, he has 800 more income since I can't go anywhere without camouflage. And even then, he can start reconning my shit. Well, since like his Air Force, it's beats my Air Force. Go to the FFA. I'm playing Italy since it's more fun than playing America every game. Which is probably the best nation on this map, either them or Japan. In a normal FFA like this, America, I mean, Japan's probably still stronger, but America has lots of strength in a normal FFA situation. Diplo. Yeah. Big Man is not the best. Kohi is also not the best. America is also not the best. So I just do the standard 5 default since being greedy. Like, it's FFA. I don't really care if I lose. I mean, I'll get annoyed, especially if the enemy shit talks in chat, but whatever. FFA. Like, I'll just read out. And like the 10% matches, I get rushed. Oh well, the other 90%, I just end up getting like 20 admins, and then he has like 5 admins. It's just a stomp. Yeah, these Stewarts come across, I'm like, what the fuck? I think it's because I didn't kill him right away, so he knew I didn't send a secondary up earlier or something. Make them 13s. So yeah, I lose 3 of my 5 starting depots, which is unfortunate. But Pigman decides to be a bro, and he goes after Erica. I think it's because America called Pigman a noob, and America's just kind of being a jackass in chat, on air on noobs and whatnot. But he started raging so much when this happened. It's like, really, he just rushed me, Stewarts, and killed 3 of my 5 depots. And this guy has an aneurysm because some M15s came over and killed 1 depot. Sure, it forces out all this anti-tank, but whatever. Like, seriously? Anti-tank bunker comes out, and I would have rushed it, like especially if you had blitz, you'll kill the anti-tank bunker, and you can get the other one too, as it's building or before it builds if he blitzes. Like, there's no reason to keep these here. You should keep these here. The enemy's just gonna build up more. They're gonna do nothing in like 20 seconds from now, since there's gonna be more resources and enemy's gonna be more prepared. Like, Pigman gains nothing by just keeping these here. Kohi is for some reason building planes instead of admins. I have 2 admins now, since it's all about getting admins. I'm looking for the bare minimum. And I rebuild this Evo. I don't rebuild these since I know America will just destroy them again, or even Big Man or Kohi. I can't defend these. I just decided to settle back and not be aggressive. Well, I do this. I kill one of America's depots. Like, since I know all these people are bad and they're like allergic to building admins for some reason, so this happens, which I was expecting at some point, but again, I was like, I'll just be really greedy again. P25, Grasshopper, this is an incredibly basic America play. You should pretty much always be expecting it. And I unfortunately lose this guy. Only 1 admin, which is nice. But I should probably spread these out, but I wasn't, because the longer they are spending traveling is the less time they're making money. So yeah, I build another anti-tank position. I build a second anti-tank position, so this time I can just kill anything, even if it gets fanaticized. Build a barracks so I can send infantry over here to tell these guys to run away. Also build an M15 since I wasn't sure if that was a Wolverine at first. That's 2 grasshoppers and 2 bombers, so it's like, well, this isn't gonna go well. You guys going all the way around? There's nothing I can do. I probably should have just gone an airfield instead of building these 2 bunkers. So yeah, now I lose both these admins. At least I get. Do I get a grasshopper? Okay, no, they shoot different targets for some reason. At least I kill about 1 bomber. I lose 200, gain 25. Great kill ratio. So at this point, I'm like, well, that's not good. So now I build an airfield. Like, okay, I have like 50, 60, 90. So I have some supply remaining. I have enough. So let me just get up some Zetas, whatever they're called. And I'll just kill his next bomber run. Then I'll build admins again. Stuart comes over, it's like, whatever. Yeah, so I go for the grasshoppers when I should have targeted the bombers, since if the bombers aren't there, they can't do anything, so. The bombers can still bomb the anti-tank positions without the recon. And I almost lost this, which wouldn't, yeah, that probably wouldn't game over. I'm like, okay, whatever, time to build more admins. Like, I have 1 admin, and America has 2 admins. It's just kind of ridiculous. Big Man has 0 admins. Kohi has 3 admins. Like, they just don't want, like, they built so much redundant material and units and bases. Like, Kohi's not under any pressure, neither is Pigman. Like, you don't need to spend this much money on shit. That isn't admins at this point in the game. Like, America's not under any pressure either. Really in advance, there's no reason to build advanced anti-tank as the US ever. The only exception is really in an admin spam game, and you put like 80 anti-tank in the forest. And if the enemy doesn't have mass bombers or mass artillery, that's actually kind of annoying to deal with. But that's typically the only situation where American advanced anti-tank is worth it. You should just come for urgence instead of these right now. Yeah, America was saying that Pigman had radio silenced units over here. I guess he just made an educated guess. So Pigman goes after America again. I think Pigman's being nice to me. So I've played him a lot on 1v1, and I've given him some tips before. So I think he's being nice to me. He's taking pity upon my poor condition since the guy just decided to rush me. And I paying for him to go this way since I don't think he'll get that far this way. I mean, maybe going this way would have been better. I don't know. But this depot's about to run out, so at least he kills this 1 depot. And he kills all these guys, which is nice. Honestly, Blitz, he can just run over here, and this amount of M15s will beat that amount of 76. I guess he thought this was camoed, or he didn't realize it was not taken, but he could have overwhelmed the anti-tank guns. So yeah, these units come over, and I don't know why, I guess to try to kill the auto blinder. I have no idea. Build more Zetas. Kohi is building a ton of not useful units. Big Man still hasn't built admins. America finally has like 5 admins. I have 3 admins. I'm not bothering to upgrade to Veltros because it costs 50 to tech, which is 2.5 fighters. And I'm staying under my anti-tank positions anyway, so. Like, I seem to be spending money on admins. Or something more important. Dude, it's not completely necessary to get Veltros, so I don't bother. I keep this guy over here just in case there's radio silence planes coming around. So yeah, battles stalled out a little. America is spamming a bunch of planes instead of admins. So I'm gonna decide to do a radio silence bombers, so I land on my planes. So he won't notice radio silence because if my planes are flying, then they disappear. Like he's getting notice radio silence, so I land them all. So he thinks it's gone anyway. I start teching and building P108s and gone. Wait, recon. I decided to get two P108s. Meanwhile, America's keeping all his aircraft landed, which is really dangerous since it will take a couple seconds to react to something. And there's the potential, if something happened, this airfield got bombed or artillery or something, all those planes will die. Like, unless you're doing a radio silence thing like I am, or just trying to hide the size of your air force, which I guess maybe he's doing. But unless you're trying to do one of those two things, don't keep your aircraft landed. I'm like, oh shit. Yeah, I played with 3 radio silences. Like, I had RUSE saved up, so. Like, this is bad. But he only has 1 bomber and no recon, and I managed to keep the bombers and recon hidden, so. Like, what the fuck was that? I don't know what those bombers doing. And I built another anti-tank position. I was paranoid that they had more shit, but they had my Air Force dies, but whatever. And now, Pigman sends his Air Force over, and I think a plane lands and kills these 2 admins. Yeah. F. That was pretty unfortunate, but he should have a lot more admins at this point. Oh, his fault. Like, I have 7 admins. America has 4 admins. He had 64, but even if he hadn't lost those 2, I still have more than him. And I have half his number of depots. Just in a much inferior position. So God bless Italy with the fast recon. And I play Blitz, and I get this airfield. I decided to go for this one just in case he started launching these. That's an admin truck, by the way, so. So I kill 4 admins in an airfield that has 5 planes on it, so it's like, holy shit, let's go. Now he's down to 1 admin, no depots. And one of my P108s also gets out. Yeah. Yeah, at this point he was raging in chat. It was really funny. Beat this up. He surrenders soon. Big Man finally has admins. Cody also has some admins. Yeah, I just did that to kill the recon. I didn't want any last ditch like suicidal bombers going after these admins, so I'm just trying to keep the recon away. Like, he sends the Air Force over. Maybe he's trying to crash planes into my admins, but it doesn't work. Since, like, it can happen, but it is this really unlikely. Light infantry to zone off these guys. I kill more planes. Black. Yeah, they need to surrenders. I get to have a second airfield, so I decide to research paratroopers and just drop over here. And I bomb Kohi Storm Grenadiers to slow them down. Oh, then I go for the strafe just to kill them. I end up using spy for it. I go after his Seda. I don't know why I go after his paratroopers in my Seda. I don't know why I just didn't drop on the barracks. So I kill the rest of his infantry with a bomber and killed armor base too. Have some more Fulgor land. I probably should have dropped them over here, whatever. I get heavy infantry. I build this just in case Koei tries to send tanks over. And Pigman, I think he disconnected. So I go ahead and capture all this. And now I go ahead and capture over here too. And I end up intercepting his paratroopers, fortunately. Man, I love paratrooper uniforms. Like, all the paratrooper uniforms in the game look nice. I really like the Italian ones I really like. French ones are pretty good. The Russian ones are kind of good. I kind of like them, but I kind of don't. US ones are good. I don't really care for the British ones or the Japanese ones. So yeah, at this point, Koi he has a lot of admins, but I'm also like rebuilding all my admins, and I'm also getting depot income. So like I don't know why I was playing so passive. He was basically letting me win at this point. Like he's giving me all the map. Like he has so much material, but he's not pushing out. Go ahead and get a proto. Now I'm like, see artillery. I'm like, oh shit. Because as Italy, you need heavy artillery superiority to win. So I just started spamming those out. I lose an airfield depot and admin over here, but whatever. I send these guys around. They go bomb the mortars. I could have picked a better angle, but at least I panicked them. Now I have my own heavy artillery, so I just start shooting that over here. Panic them again. And, okay, yeah, that shot killed them. Yeah, now I go after his depots, and now I just pretty much have heavy artillery superiority. Okay, let's speed this up. Get out AA. I'm gonna start building Brettas. Like artillery superiority lets me build Brettas, the Breda tracks. And I can just build a stack of Stormtaggers, and I'd still actually just lose, but he doesn't. Start taking some friendly fire, unfortunately, from the neutral M15s over here. Yeah, I have artillery on all sides now. And it's because they're really dying today. Like mouses are so slow that like they're just getting like they get shot so many times by the Brettas before they're like in range of these units. And the fact that I have artillery means I'm just instantly killing any of the buildings he makes. And he spent all his home base space on admins, so he can build. He has really low production. Also, I'm just building more admins, so. America is watching this whole time, finally leave, since I guess he knew I was gonna win. He starts shooting at these mortars. Yeah, like there's a couple people like this. They only play FFA, then when they get triggered, they play Diplo mats 1v1. Then they switch to Japan. Well, sometimes they stars Japan, so it's like fuck you to the opponent. But or they switch it to Japan at the last second, like America did, which is like really, like, yeah, Japan's is so overpowered on this map 1v1, on top of being overpowered in general. Like all it shows is a lack of confidence in their gaming abilities that you have to pick such a superior matchup. If I had only was playing Japan, I probably would have just played Japan myself. Although, or I would have tried the US, since US is still really solid. Even though it'd still be an uphill battle against Japan 1v1 on this map, but M16s are really nice, and so are Persians. Okay. Yeah, that is it for this video. Tab to OBS. Or it cannot work. What the fuck? Fucking Alt Tab. What the fuck? Holy shit. It's wrong.